Please enjoy our Sing a Rainbow workshop, promoting LGBT awareness with Audrey Mabe, Adrian Scott, and Sham Thomas.
Hello, parents, teachers, and students. I am Adrian Scott, and I would like to welcome you to our Sing a Rainbow workshop here in Eastville High School's auditorium. This will be a digital workshop, so in front of you will find electronic devices so that you may access our voice thread and follow along with us. Some of our goals for the evening are to heighten LGBT awareness in our community, increase LGBT knowledge, offer support, and establish safe zones. But most of all, our ultimate goal is to promote understanding. So we are asking for 100% participation during the Checks for Understanding segments of the program. At times, you will be asked to click a link on the right side of your screen to view charts. We ask that you participate in these activities 100% with your student. We hope you enjoy the evening. This is sensitive information, so please practice respect and restraint. We sincerely hope that you have come to us with open minds and open hearts so that we can grow and learn together. This offering is an effort to bridge the gap that exists amongst families, communities, and LGBT teens. We hope to deliver nourishment through knowledge, as with a clear understanding, there is often a blissful peace. Many in the LGBT community are faced with turmoil upon revealing their true selves to their families and community. Many families allow the damage to overwhelm the depths of their familial core. Let's allow the healing to begin now. How do I identify? Many of you are sitting there thinking, oh, that's simple. I'm a male. Oh, I'm a woman. For LGBT teens, it's not that simple. For me, the doctor said she's a female. I feel like a female. I act like a female. I'm a female. But for LGBT, simply because the doctor says it is, does not make it so. Along with those gender assignments are expected sexual orientations. Then the pronouns are applied: he, she, him, her. Later in life, LGBT may realize that those pronouns do not fit who they feel they are inside. Please click the link on the lower right of your screen to access a document called The Genderbread Person. The Genderbread Person explores gender identity, gender expression, and biological sex. Gender identity explores how you feel in your head. Do you feel like a woman? Do you feel like a man? Do you feel like both? Do you feel like neither? Do you just feel like I'm Pam or I'm Albert? LGBT often struggle with gender identity. Gender expression explains how feminine you feel or how masculine you feel, how you carry yourself, how you walk, how you speak, and how you dress. Do you dress as a female or do you dress as a male? Biological sex is simple. What do you look like when you look in the mirror? This is what is used to assign gender at birth. Do you have female parts anatomically or do you have male parts anatomically? Enjoy the video on the next slide, exploring sexual and gender identity. Did you enjoy the video? I hope knowledge was gained and that it furthers your exploration with your team. Identification takes place in different stages. Initially, your teen is confused. They're not sure if they're gay or lesbian, whether they feel like male or female. So they begin to compare themselves in stage 2 with society's assigned roles. Do they feel like their gender is male per society standards, or do they feel like their gender is female per society standards? After they've accepted this fact about themselves, they learn to tolerate who they are. In that tolerance comes acceptance. And with that acceptance comes pride. When they feel pride in who they are, they begin to make themselves over into the person they want to be. If you would, please click the link to the lower right to explore a chart with your team that will help you understand where they are at this time in their life. Now for our first check for understanding of the evening. You may use your electronic devices to input your answers. There will be 5 minutes allotted for this activity. You may speak with anyone around you and your team in order to answer these questions. 5 minutes starts now. Thank you for participating. What is the difference between gender and assignment? Yes, you all are right. Gender is whether you are male or female, and assignment is what gender you are assigned by your doctor at birth. It does not necessarily mean that that's how you will feel inside as you develop. It is just what is seen biologically. What are some of the commonly used pronouns and why are they important? Okay, so there's Zen, there's Shem, you're right. There is they, there is them. You're exactly right. They are important because it helps us better understand our LGBT community and helps us communicate with them on a deeper level. How should it be handled if an individual is referred to by the wrong pronoun? Well, simply apologize. LGBT teens in the community, they're very friendly and they would just love for everybody to understand. So they would nicely correct you and feel free to ask if you forget. Thank you for participating in my activity. And now we will have Miss Audrey Mabe. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you, Adrian, for educating us on the process our teens go through to identify themselves. In that process, many teens can go through various struggles despite rapidly growing cultural acceptance. Oppression, discrimination, along with marginalization of our LGBT teens still persist. Coping with discrimination and oppression, coming out to one's family, and sorting out an authentic sense of self in the face of social expectations and pressures can lead to higher levels of depression, other mental health concerns, anorexia, substance abuse, cutting, and ultimately suicide for some LGBT teens. The first signs of struggle I will be discussing are mental and anxiety disorders along with anorexia. These disorders occur when discrimination takes place. Discrimination may take several forms, including social rejection, verbal and physical bullying, and sexual assault, and repeated episodes will likely lead to chronic stress and diminished mental health, along with anorexia, which is an unhealthy coping mechanism. In this slide, please be aware of the severity of what we are about to discuss, as these can lead to death. Substance abuse and addiction is a widespread problem among teenagers who identify as LGBT teens. Internal conflict and confusion, omnipresent societal norms and expectations, and often overt discrimination all contribute to the risk of substance abuse that these teens face. Along with substance abuse, research shows that youth who identify as LGBT are an increased risk of suicidal ideation and self-harm, such as cutting, particularly when they also experience discrimination based on their sexual or gender identity. According to a 2007 survey, students who identified as lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender were almost 10 times as likely to have experienced bullying and victimization at school and more than twice as likely to have considered suicide as their heterosexual, non-transgender classmates within the previous year. Please consider if your teens have been showing any of these signs of struggle. I urge you to talk to your teen and seek help. The previous two slides, we discussed the signs of struggle. If you notice these signs in your teen or teens, here are a variety of avenues to explore to find the right help. Consider these ideas. Choose a confidant. It can be a challenge to find someone to trust, but our teens should try to reach out to a friendly adult, someone else going through a similar issue, or even a person or group known to accept people for who they are. Next, they find a safe haven. Just like here at Eastfield High, some schools have a gay-straight alliance to take advantage of. Also online, check out the Trevor Project, an organization dedicating to ending suicide through information and a crisis hotline that runs 24/7. Below is the information if you would like to write down the phone number. Or lastly, chat with a doctor or therapist. This type of support can be very helpful in coming to terms with your teen's identity and help them with any struggles that they are facing. Now is the time to check your understanding of what we've discussed. Please take out your electronic device or pen and paper. The first question, name 3 out of 5 signs of struggle in your LGBT teens. I'll give you a few seconds to jot it down. Next, what is the name of the organization dedicated to ending suicide through information and crisis hotline? Is it A, the Bryan Organization, B, Campus Pride, C, the Trevor Project, or D, the GLAAD? A few more minutes to answer. If you chose the answer C, the Trevor Project, go ahead and give yourself a big pat on the back. Great job.
Who's gonna kiss you when I'm gone? So I'm gonna love you now, like it's all I have. I know it'll kill me when it's over.
This is the support section. The LGBT initiative aims to enhance the lives of members of the LGBT community by providing help where it is needed. So sit back and relax and enjoy and learn about the support that the LGBT community has. The LGBT community has support from our recent political leaders. And as I read their quotes, just take the time out and think about how you could support the LGBT community more. Now, Hillary Clinton says that gay people are born and belong to every society in the world. They are all ages and all races, all faiths. They are doctors and teachers and farmers and bankers and soldiers and athletes. And whether we know it or whether we acknowledge it, they are our family, our friends, and our neighbors. Being gay is not a Western intervention. It is a human reality. Think about it. As I go on to read Barack Obama's quote, he says that, "For if we are truly created equal, then surely the love we commit to one another must be equal as well." Take some time out and think about that. Alright, now let's take a look at this slide. You have pride, same-sex marriages, and a chart that shows the differences between the support of the LGBT community with the millennials and the seniors. Let's take a look. The gay pride, or the LGBT pride, is a positive stance against discrimination and violence towards lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender, better known as the LGBT people. The LGBT Pride promotes equality rights, dignity, gender variance. Lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender people in Texas face legal challenges and discrimination not faced by other people. The state denied gays and lesbians the right to marry a same-sex partner. But as you know now, there are more states that are allowing same-sex marriages. Can you think of any? Now, let's examine the chart. Millennium Americans ages 18 to 29 are at a vanguard that is occurring on attitudes about the LGBT community. Millenniums are more liberal than the general public and dramatically more so than seniors Americans 65 or older. More than 6 in 10, 62% millenniums favor allowing gay couples to marry legally. So young people are so much more supportive of the LGBT community. Here's what you should do to help the LGBT community. Take them seriously. They do matter. They're our loved ones and our friends. Keep the lines of communication open, having a clear mind and never be judgmental. Cheer on social activities. Get out there and be involved. And educate yourself about the LGBT community. So here are some ways that you could help. Alright, let's take some time out to check for your understanding. Now, why do you think the millennium support the LGBT community more than any other generations? Now, why? Collect your thoughts. And we're going to proceed to the next question. Can you think of another way we could support the LGBT community? And the last one says that, do you believe we have enough support from our political party? Take some time out and think about it.
We have now come to the conclusion of our workshop. We would like to thank our teens for inviting their family, friends, and fellow peers. We thank those of you for joining us this evening, having open hearts and minds to show your support. We forgive those that have set limitations in their heart, therefore not allowing them to come. Our hope is that you all take away a heightened awareness about LGBT teens in our community, as well as an increase in LGBT knowledge, along with ways to offer support and establish safe zones for our teens. I would like you to take a few moments to look at the statistics on the screen about how our LGBT youth feel in today's society. Please stick around for a final letter and song. Thank you again for joining us this evening.
Thank you for growing with us this evening. I am sure that you noticed that many LGBT members struggle after they reveal themselves to their parents, community, and family. What you are viewing are excerpts from a letter written by a gay teen. He has revealed himself to his parents, and he is now working to mend a relationship that he feels that he has broken. If you would like to view this letter in its entirety, please click on the link on the lower right, and then enjoy our video, Define Me, on the following screen. Again, thank you for growing with us, and have a good evening.
Define me with all your words, then find me a lesson to be learned. You can brand me or burn me, and I won't let it hurt me.
Define me
is what I am, and try me as just a simple man. I'm no harm to you, I'm just doing the best I can. And if I'm defined by what I do, then what am I supposed to call you? The shadow of a broken past you abused. And if I can stand on my 2 feet, I'll break the wall where we will meet. I'll document our combination for you. We're starting this party tonight, where people will be undefined and love who they want when the judgment is done, and won't have to hide. We're starting this party right now, where people can shake off their doubts and send out their love as it moves through the crowd, and people can shout that they love a man, or they love a woman, and no one will be judged for love, and I can't be judged for who I am. Define me with broad cliches, but I won't undergo any hate for a stranger's mistake. I've struggled through the boundaries of society's needs. Now I'm not trying to please. It's free. Define me as God's child. I'm human, and we're all in a while. This earth is as much mine as yours in the end, so let's unite as friends. And if I can lie in nature's bed without the roses killing me dead, I think the earth has got a point, and we're a moving joint. And if I can say my prayers at night, I think I'm doing something right. Let's open up a song of safety and carry through the night. We're starting this party tonight, where people will be undefined and love who they want when the judgment is done, and won't have to hide. We're starting this party right here, where people will shake off their fear, and mass tolerance is replaced with resistance, and everyone cheers that they love a man, or they love